everyone. I'm excited to share some details about our carrier screening agent's capabilities. I'm going to explain how this agent is powered by our integration with Highway and discuss how you can use this to save time for your team, reduce potential fraud, and ensure only qualified carriers are getting routed to your human representatives. In this demo, I'll walk you through how our AI voice agent uses our integrations with Highway's API to screen inbound carrier calls before they reach your team, and discuss more capabilities available to you as a CloneOps and Highway customer. The key check we'll be running on this call is the Highway DOT or MC lookup, which is available to you as a Highway Connect customer. This rules evaluation lookup is based on your custom Highway rules criteria and ensures only qualified low-risk carriers are routed to your reps, saving you time and reducing exposure. So how does this work? Our agent will field calls from carriers and ask that carrier to provide their DOT number before getting started. Once the caller provides their DOT number, the agent uses Highway's rules evaluation engine via API to run and return your custom risk assessment. Each customer has their own rule set, and these checks are based on the rules you have configured with Highway. And these checks might include things like out of service history, insurance levels, or operating authority status. The result determines if the carrier is qualified to work with your company based on the configured Highway rules. The agent can use these results to determine if the carrier should be transferred to your team or if the call needs to be handled differently. In the event that the rule evaluation fails, our agent can end the call immediately, transfer to a specific department to help get the carrier set up properly, or even provide info on the call as to why they failed the check. This is all customizable based on the workflow that works best for your company. So let's jump into some calls. I'm going to start by calling this agent and providing a DOT number that passes our rules assessment, and we will see what that call flow looks like.
Thanks for calling Speed Freight. I'm a virtual assistant here to help validate your carrier status before getting you to the team. How can I help you?
I'm calling about a load that I saw online. I was just wondering if you guys still have that available.
I can help with that. Could you please provide your DOT number so I can check your eligibility before we proceed?
Yeah, it's 1834233.
Let me get you over to a representative who can help you out.
Hello, this is Tom with Speed Freight. Can you tell me the load you're calling about?
All right, so the call was successfully transferred. We can see here looking at our log that we get a recording of the call, so we can play back the actual recording of both the agent and the human on the call. We get a full transcript of the call, capturing both what the agent said and what the human said. We also get a summary, which is customizable. We also get the carrier ID, whether or not they were transferred, and if they passed the rules assessment. We can use this information to send things back to your system via API or email. We can also dive into our audit log here and see the Highway lookup is a pass for this DOT that I had provided. On this call, I'm going to provide a DOT number that does not pass the rules assessment.
Thanks for calling Speed Freight. I'm a virtual assistant here to help validate your carrier status before getting you to the team. How can I help you?
Yeah, I was just calling to check on a load that I found online.
Great, I can help with that. Could you please provide your DOT number so we can get started?
Yeah, it's 1006465.
It looks like you don't currently pass our rules assessment. The action you need to take is to connect your ELD, electronic logging device. If you have any questions or need further assistance, feel free to reach out once you've made the necessary updates. Thank you for calling Speed Freight.
So in this case, the carrier did not pass the rules assessment. We still get the recording. We still get the transcript, the summary. We still get the DOT. In this case, transferred was no and passed rules assessment was no. When we look at the highway results, we also can see that this is a fail and that reason of needs to connect the ELD. So there we have a couple of examples of how our carrier screener agent can be used to automatically screen out carriers who don't pass your rules and ensure that only qualified carriers are getting to your team. Additionally, if you're a highway for VoIP customer, we can take this a step further by having our agent automatically run an associated lookup based on the number they're calling from. This can further automate the process and paint a more clear picture of who our agents are talking to and who is getting through to your team. To wrap up, I'd like to highlight some of the key advantages of the CloneOps carrier screener agent. This agent's providing pre-call filtering, which means that your reps are only speaking to carriers that meet your exact criteria. It also provides improved fraud defense. This agent is automatically blocking known bad actors before they get to your team. It also provides custom risk control. Since our agents are using your highway rules, you can tailor your rules in highway without touching any code, and our agents will use those rules. It also provides time savings. It cuts call volume and the time that your team spends verifying carriers. This allows for more time spent talking with good carriers and frees up the phone lines for your reps to speak with carriers that you're confident working with. And lastly, it provides a consistent experience where every caller is evaluated fairly and instantly.